All right. Hello, hello. Welcome. It's so nice to see you all. Glad you're here. Say hi in the chat. Tell us where you're from. The back end for me as one of the Insight teachers has changed, so I can't see you automatically. I have to click a thing, a subset thing. I used to be able to see you. Anyway, Happy New Year, everybody. We're gonna wait a minute before we get started so more people can come into the room. Catch your breath, get settled, sit and relax. I'm wondering if anybody has ever done this before or if you've been at my channel messages before. I like the hearts, they're streaming already. Thank you. Happy New Year to you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So great. I was just in London in August and I've done the entire UK once before. Driving a stick shift. Love it. I'm an Anglophile. First timer, welcome. Hi, hi, hi. So nice that everyone's saying hello. It's gonna be fun. Another 20 seconds. I'll show you my beads while we're waiting. Norway, awesome. Norway's in the house. See my bead game today? I am like Wonder Woman with her cuffs. Except they're gemstones, malas. If you can correctly guess how many I'm wearing, I'll let you take me out to dinner. Happy New Year, beautiful souls. That's true indeed. Beautiful souls, that is you. All right, I'm going to get started. Oh, nice name and nice place. So this is how this is gonna work. My name is Laura West. I am a channel for the Council of Light. They are the group of divine light beings that come through my voice box to you every month for the last decade or so. I'm also a psychic medium. I'm a Reiki master trained in 3 lineages. I'm an herbalist. And right now you are in my Cambridge Holistic Healing Office. I'm in Cambridge, Massachusetts, just outside Harvard Square. And I see clients here, both online and in person. Today was an online day for everybody, ironically. And now I get to do this with you. I do this once a month, and it's my way of giving back to the world at large, saying thank you for this spiritual, sacred slipstream that I get to call my life and share it with the world. I do session work with folks around all this, so if you're ever interested in doing one-on-one, just find me in my bio here, click it, and it'll hop, skip, and jump you all the way through to wherever else I am in the world. But for right now, we're here together doing this. And so the Council of Light are gonna come through me. I'm gonna close my eyes, not because I need to go into a trance or anything. I just like to close my eyes because it helps me feel the connection to them without distraction. And I'm gonna let them talk. They're gonna speak on something. I don't know what it is. And then after they're done, I will open my eyes and come back around and we will do a little post amble about what that was like for us, okay? So relax, get yourself settled, sit comfortably, lie down, put headphones on, close the curtains, do whatever you need to do to just sort of zen out. Or maybe I'm sitting in front of a beautiful window here looking out over the city of Cambridge in the background. I have 2 windows in the back of the corner office in this holistic healing building, and I am just so blessed because there's nature that way and there's nature that way with city all around us. The window is open, so I'm hoping that you don't hear any city traffic through this. We'll just do our best. There's airflow dynamic. The window needs to be open. All right, you ready? I'm ready. Here we go. Greetings to you all, you bright, blessed beings there on that earth plane. We are the Council of Light, and we are here once again to say hi, hello, and how do you do? We come to you all the time with effervescence and bubbly energy and light cords ever so bright. And we are sitting with you and sharing them with you in this space ever so tight. We love to come and talk to you, and we love to come and share with you, and we have major themes through and through. Some of our work includes being light and effervescent, that is you. Some of our work includes remembering that you are a joy currency, that is you. And some of our work includes teaching you and telling you about the other essences and beings and trials and tribulations that you as humans suffer and face and move through and amalgamate and acclimatize to. That is also you. We've had many things that we've talked to you over the decades about, and we have many things that we still wish to share with you. And we are so eager to move through this woman's voice box each time to bring something anew. And today is no example. So let's start. We want to remind you that now is all there is. Now, not before, not after, but now. It's always the now, and it is always the all that is. Every second of every moment of every nanoparticle of your life, it is always the now. Your 3D rubriced ego mind mentally constructs visitations to your quote-unquote past, and it reminisces and it goes over anger and it feels the fear and it has sorrows. It also has joys and sensitivities of positivity that it remembers. And it's a little bit of a trip your mind goes on every time it remembers the things from your past, because they no longer are taking place. And very often your mind will also go to what you call your future. And it likes to articulate what could happen. It fantasizes, it dreams, it worries, it tries to control. It tries to manipulate all the outcomes possible of that future so that in the now of that future, you are contained, you are coiffed, you are controlled, you are centered, you are grounded, you are balanced. And yet very often, the most authentic, the most grounded, the most secure thing that you can do when you are remembering your past or you are remembering to look into your future is to simply remember that it is the now, right here, in this moment, and moment again, and moment again. When you start to go to a place of projection, or wonder, or worry, or strife, or fear, or analyzing over and over and over and over and over, stop. It does the mind no good. Because in this moment of always being the now, you are safe, you are loved, you are supported, you are nurtured, you are being kind to yourself. Always choose safe, loved, nurtured, supported, kind. Always. And when you come from a place of safe, loved, nurtured, supported, kind, to self, what is it that you project out to everyone around you? Yes, safe, loved, nurtured, supported, and kind. We don't mean to paint an idyllic picture of never having anything wrong, or never having trauma, or never experiencing any kind of power struggles or arcs of tension. For those are the parts of your lives that help you to learn. If you were copacetic all the time and life was just so simple and sweet and joyous and even keel, there would be no point to living, because you would get very bored and you would twiddle your thumbs and you would say, is this all there is? It's paradise, but it's boring AF. So you have to have strife, you have to have hurdles, you have to have learning curves, you have to have sorrows and sufferings and things that make you go, I want to figure this out. But you don't need to have them thinking now about the thing coming in 2 weeks, or remembering back to the situation that occurred between you and that person 7 years ago. You can think about how you would approach those things differently, or how you would be in an alignment and in a slipstream of positivity in those situations from right now. Hand on heart, hand on belly, deep breath in. In this moment, I am calm, I am centered, I am grounded, I am nurtured, and I am loved. How can I approach the difficult conversation with my colleague at work on Monday? Because I am in this space now. How will that change the dynamic for me? I am safe. I am nurtured. I am loved. I am grounded in this moment. If I felt this way 7 years ago during that fight I had with my sister, the outcome probably would have been different. And so we as light, effervescence, we as entity of source, energy, a frequency beyond humanity, we remind you that it is always your right to come back into your centeredness. It is always your right to come back into your groundedness. It is always your right to come back into your touchstone of your neutrality, your peacefulness, your calmness, your joyfulness. Always. You don't do it enough. You think you're doing it when you watch TV and something makes you laugh. You think you're doing it when you're scrolling on your technology devices and something hits an emotional trigger in you. But those are actually not true. You are mindlessly cheating. You are numbing yourselves out into an auto zone of spontaneous auto feeling for yourselves. What we are talking about is when you take the action to feel joyful. You go on a long walk in the woods and it crests on a little cliff top and you look out over the horizon and it's sunset and you say, oh, God, is that beautiful? Or you spend the morning baking pie and you bring it to the dinner table that night and everybody around the table says, wow, you made this? That is joy. That is love. You feel proud because you've brought a vibrational frequency to the table of your loved ones that you are serving a meal to. You see the difference in what we're talking about, yes? Of course you do. So often you mask as humans. This is the global arc of you as humans, not specifically necessarily you listening to this message right now, but most of you. This is the global arc. You as humans like to use your devices to fill your lives, to fill your spaces, to fill your days, your hours, your minutes, your weeks, your time. Some of you think you're cleverly disguising it as learning, but you're not. You're just listening, audiobook after audiobook after audiobook, or masterclass course after masterclass course after masterclass course. Yes, it's important to learn from the gurus, whatever the guru is for you in your life, the supreme golfer, the guitarist, the pastry chef, whomever. But if you keep going from person to person to person, to lesson to lesson to lesson, to aspiring book to aspiring book to aspiring book, and you never stop to integrate the lessons to yourself, all points are moot. You're just a spinning hunk on the wheel of life going in circles, round and round and round and round. And so we bring you back to this moment. It is always the now. This moment. Right here, and then right here, and then right here, and then right here. It stretches the quantum field continuum where there's simultaneously your past and your future happening at the same time, right here in the now, and the now, and the now. And when you find yourself in tricky places, or upset places, or sticky situations, you can bring yourself into this now. Calm, centered, balanced, as much as possible. Listen, if you're on a subway train and someone's trying to mug you, don't meditate, slug them. Get your stuff back. Do whatever you need to do in that moment. And your cortisol will heighten you, and you will rocket yourself out of that situation as soon as possible. But then slip yourself into the, okay, right now, I'm a baddie. I just got myself out of a pickle. Or what's more often the case for most of you is, I just had a fight with my loved one, and I was digging in my heels, and I wanted to be the winner, and I wouldn't let them have their say. And they walked away from me. And in the now, okay, in the now I feel guilty. In the now I feel sorry. All right, let me rest in that. Let me rest in the sorry. Dear self, I'm deeply sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Ho'oponopono, do it with yourselves, and then bring that newly adjusted self back to the space with the friend, the loved one, the partner, and say, you know what? I went off kilter. You know what? I took a left turn. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And in the now, what are you doing? You're bringing yourself back into your balance. You're bringing yourself back into your harmony. You're bringing yourself back into your alignment. And what are you offering that as? Frequency, emanating out from you, around you, to everybody that you interact with. We don't mean to say that you have to do this all the time. It's exhausting. And for those of you who have never practiced, oh boy, have you got some training wheels on your bikes. You can't be the speed rocket riders like in the big bike races of the world when you're learning something for the first time and it's new. More often than not, when you're learning to be centered in the now, centered in the now, centered in the now all the time, it takes stamina, it takes grit, it takes effort to always remember to be here, centered, 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 breathe, pause, centered, 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 breathe, love, centered, 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 pause. Just remember, right? And so you're gonna find yourselves in situations where you're skewed out of the now, out of the frequency that we're talking about. When you notice those, they will come and they will be stark for you. They could be as wild as maybe you're having a 77th argument with your loved one and you're talking about separating, or it could be as simple as the person in line in front of you just spilled milk all over the conveyor belt of the grocery store checkout line and you're disgusted, right? It doesn't have to be cataclysmic, it could be a little too. But when you notice those things, those sandpapery moments that go in your lives, it's the opportunity for you to practice and say, oh, let me come back into harmony. Oh, let me come back into balance. Oh, let me take this breath. Oh, let me put my hand on my heart or my belly or my third eye or over my mouth so I don't speak. Let me just breathe. There, that's better. Okay, a little bit of shift. I've just entered an arena of alignment. Nope, not quite. I gotta breathe more. And more, and more, and more, and more. And it's okay, and eventually the container gets bigger and wider, and the breadth of your neutrality starts to take over your autopilot systems, your nervous systems, your fight or flight responses. And suddenly, days, months, weeks, years go by, and you could have really horrible things that are going on in your life, to you, around you, through you, and you're still a calm in the center of the storm, like that middle of the hurricane eye, so still, while everything spins around it in total destruction. It's possible. It's possible. You as humans can do it. You just need to practice. How many of you learned how to ice skate? How many of you learned ballet or a sport? You practiced to do those things, right? This is a practice too. Your mental stamina, your emotional vibration of neutrality, tranquility, calmness, joyfulness, peacefulness is a practice. And as you humans like to mark time, you are at the beginning of a new year and you are celebrating yourselves and you are thinking, what do I want to do in the coming year? What do I want to be like? Who do I want to be? What kind of things do I want to aspire to? What kind of routines do I want to put in place? This is one of them. You can become this. You can start to adopt this. First, it's a mental cerebral awareness, and then eventually it's a slipstream becoming. You won't notice that it's your slipstream becoming until all of a sudden you're in it all the time and you're like, whoa, I'm a changed being. Feels different now, and I didn't even notice. All that practice has paid off. You're not the end-all, be-all, gold star winners when you get there, if you even hope to get there, if you never get there. It's just an aspiration. Don't worry if you fall off the wagon. Don't worry if you get mad. Don't worry if you worry. Don't worry if you have anxiety. Don't worry if you ruminate too much. It's all good, humans. It's all good, because you came in these lifetimes to live and to have fun and to wonder and to have sorrow and to have joy and to learn and to open your minds and open your hearts. And we're ever so grateful, ever so grateful to take this time with you, to be in this arena with you, to remind you of these things. We come diligently. We are tasked from Source to be here, to give you wisdom, guidance, reminders, advice. And today is no exception. There are 1,000 other things that we want to share with you, but we will wait. We'll keep it to just this today so that we don't clog the catalog, so to speak. We'll put a bookmark in it. We'll put a pin in it. We will call this one Baked, Well Through and Done. So, divine creatures, divine beings, sweet energetic frequencies of love, souls of positivity and joy, we're going to take our leave now and say thank you very much for listening to our words. We are the Council of Light, and we wrap you in a golden blanket of light to nourish you and sustain you and keep you ever so tight until we are to come to you next time, once again, and share words of loving kindness and wisdom with you then. Goodbye for now, adieu, and namaste. Well, hello. Nice little reminder they gave us, huh? So here's the thing about the Council of Light that I have come to really appreciate. I might know these things on an internal soul level knowing, but it's always nice to hear outside myself say it back. Take a pause and be like, oh yeah, get back on the bandwagon. Yeah, it's just such lovely work. And I'm always so thrilled and joy-filled to be able to share this work with you. I really love that I get to do this with all of you, and I love that I get to be here in this space with you, and it really means the world to me. There's an adage that I've been using lately, the last several weeks. How you spend your days is how you spend your life. How you spend your days is how you spend your life. And I might have turmoil, sadness, trauma, negativity, but I don't let it control me. I'm still joyful. I'm still positive. Right? As the example still. The same is true for you. How you spend your days is how you spend your life. And one of the things that I get to do is spend my life connected to these divine beings that just happened to find me all those years ago, called the Council of Light. Had I ever heard of them before? No. Did I understand what they were going to do for a long arc in sequence of my life circumstance? No. But every time, I just show up. I just listen. I listen to the yes. And they get to be part of my life, and I get to share them with you. So, divine souls, we embark on another year together. It is January, and we get to say, hooray! 11 more times we get to listen to the Council of Light. And like I said in the beginning, if you want to do this one-on-one with me and them, you just find my link in my little bio place there, and you hop, skip, and jump over to where I'm hanging out in other places, and we can do it together. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Gratitude is medicine. Gratitude is the best attitude. It changes your telomeres in your brain. It changes your vibrational frequency. It changes the way that your body vibrates and harmonizes inside your organs. Yeah. Thank you, neuroscience, for finally catching up to what our mystics in the East have always known. All right, loves. I will see you all again next month. After today's session, I always go back into the dashboard and I set up the session for next time. It's always the first Saturday of the month, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, because I'm in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Thanks to all of you who came and were able to be with me today. It's been lovely. being with you. And the hearts, gosh, you know I love the hearts. They're streaming, 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 the joy frequency. That's all of you. All right, loves? Be well. I'll see you again next time.